What up, everybody? Let me make sure. Yep. Every time. All right, now we're good. Microphone was not set to do the ducking. Now it is, so we're good. And we're going to hop into tonight's right away after I get popped in the head with a snowball. Looks like we got somebody coming in from YouTube with snowballs. That's Rhonda. Rhonda over on YouTube. Throwing snowballs. We already got the fight. The fight has started between Twitch and YouTube. Alright, I'm going to jump into this. It's going to be a quick and easy one tonight. We're doing some Azure KeyVault stuff. So let's jump into it. What's up, Branded Maverick? And snowball in the face. You know what I don't like? I don't like that my camera is that close to everything. There we go. All right, all fixed. All right, let's jump into the story. That looks a little... I'm gonna make this bigger, just for now. I'm actually not on a box tonight because this is all cloud-based. So I'm just gonna be using my local machine, and we'll jump into it. All right, today, day 16, the Wareville's KeyVault grew 3 sizes that day. All right, another day, another challenge, and unfortunately for McSkitty, another intrusion in their Azure tenant. Before joining McSkitty in her investigation, there's some catching up to do, and this is a story best told in a rhyme. All right, I am not going to read this whole rhyme. This is actually pretty long. I have not read it, but I'm sure it's going to talk about Azure KeyVaults because that's what we're doing today. But that's a long poem. That's almost like a what is it, a sonnet? That's a long poem. So it was late, too late. McSkitty's eyelids felt as though they had dumbbells attached to them. The sun had long since waved goodbye to Wareville, and the crisp night air was creeping in through the window of McSkitty's office. If only there was a substance which would both warm and wake her up. Once McSkitty's brain cells had started functioning again and remembered that coffee had existed, checking her watch, she was saddened to learn it was too late to get her coffee from her favorite Wareville coffee house, Splunkin' Donuts. Okay. The vending machine downstairs would have... I still can't get over Splunkin' Donuts. Splunkin' Donuts. The vending machine downstairs would have to do. Sipping her coffee, McSkitty immediately lit up and charged back into the office, ready to crack the case. However, as she entered, the glitch had an idea of his own. He'd got it, and he figured out an attack vector the user had likely taken. McSkitty took a seat next to Glitch as he began to walk it through. Alright, so tonight's learning objectives, we're going to learn about Azure, what it is and why it is used. We're going to learn about Azure services like KeyVaults and Microsoft Entra ID, and we're going to learn how to interact with an Azure tenant using the Azure Cloud Shell. All right, so this goes through an intro to Azure, and I'm not going to read all of this. I have not read it, but I'm going to probably say that a lot of this is going to explain that Azure is Microsoft's version of identity access management, platform as a service, cloud as a service. It's got everything. Oh, we got snowballs galore. Twitch again, just going nuts. Agent 57's over here just going crazy with the snowballs. So back to Azure. Microsoft has exploded Azure in the sense of, and its rival is of course AWS, but the Azure platform in itself is your cloud-based platform where you can put up your computers and your services. Oh, we got Carl. Wow, somebody pulled Carl out. Whole bunch of different things right within Azure. Azure also has a thing called a KeyVault, and it's just that. It's where you can put secret keys. It's basically like a vault, for lack of a better term, right? It's a safe where you can put all the stuff and then access it using APIs or whatnot to pull those secrets out, but that way you don't have your passwords and stuff hard-coded into your boxes. I'm gonna see if there's anything in here we need to read. Basically, it says McSkitty hosted and managed. Oh, okay. So what they're also talking about on here is they're talking about how I believe McSkitty on here, from what it says, McSkitty hosted and managed all of these machines herself. So Azure is also a platform where it allows you to scale up and scale down very fast, right? So let's say, for instance, you're a small shop, right? You're a mom and pop shop, and you have you've got one server, or you got a service, you got a web page on there, and maybe that web page has like somewhere where you can do shopping, right? You don't have a lot of stuff all year long, but then as it gets to the holidays, or maybe let's do this instead of at the holidays, let's say your shop explodes, right? And instead of that little corner shop, now you are part of a mall, or you're in the mall and you've got a bigger shop and you have more traffic to your website. To be able to scale up and scale down. So during the day, maybe you have a lot of traffic to your website during the day, but then at night you don't. So you can automatically scale that web server up during the day to deal with that traffic, and then scale it back down at night to deal with less traffic. And that ends up costing you less because you don't have to go out and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on equipment and so forth. What you can do is you can purchase these services in Azure, same thing as in AWS, but you purchase these services and they scale to your needs. So if you need more services during the day, they'll scale up, and if you need less services at night, they scale down, saving you money. Plus, you also don't have to deal with maintenance for the physical boxes, right? They deal with all the physical boxes. You're dealing with the services that are put on there. All right, let's keep on. So what's it say? Azure is a cloud service platform, just like AWS, GCP. They provide computing resources such as computing power and high demand. So Azure and cloud adopted in general boasts the benefits beyond cost optimization. Azure also gave McSkitty access to lots of cloud services, ranging from identity access to data ingestion. It says, as of this writing, there are over 200 services that Azure has. Perfect. These services can use to be build and deploy and manage McSkitty's current infrastructure, as well as give her options to upgrade. So just like I said. All right, so what is an Azure KeyVault? So an Azure KeyVault is a service by Azure that allows the users to securely store and access their secrets, like I said a minute ago. These secrets can be anything from the keys for your APIs, certificates, passwords, cryptographic keys, or basically anything. Essentially, anything you want to keep safe. Okay, essentially anything you want to keep safe, just like I said. The secrets are stored in vaults, which are created by vault owners. Vault owners have full access and control over the vault, including the ability to enable auditing, so a record is kept on who accesses these secrets and what permissions have been granted for the other users to access the vaults, known as vault customers. McSkitty uses this service to store the secrets related to the evidence and has been entrusted to store some of Wareville's town secrets here as well. Man, we got lots of snowballs. We're 33 to a 13. All right. What is Microsoft Entra ID? So last night we talked about, not Azure. We talked about Active Directory. Active Directory, Azure AD, or Microsoft Entra ID. That is your access management control, your IAM. Microsoft Entra ID. McSkitty also needed a way to grant users access into her systems and be able to secure and organize their access easily. So Wareville town members could easily access and update their secrets. Microsoft Entra ID, formerly known as Azure Active Directory, is Azure's solution for this. Entra ID is an identity access management service. Basically, in short, what it does is it allows you to create users and groups and then give them access to the resources that you need. That's all it is. In the case of Wareville's town members, they made an Entra ID account and McSkitty assigned the appropriate permissions to the account. With that covered, let's see what Glitch has come up with. Okay, so the assumed breach scenario. So we always assume breach, but we don't say breach, right? So knowing that a potential breach had happened, McSkitty decides to conduct an assumed breach testing within their Azure environment. The assumed breach scenario is a type of penetration testing setup in which the initial access or foothold is provided, mimicking the scenario in which an attacker has already established its access inside the internal network. So, in this setup, the mindset is to assess how far an attacker can go once they get inside the network, including the possible attack paths that could branch out from the defined starting point of intrusion. So today, we don't have attack box, we don't have any of that stuff. Basically, we just have a direct link that we can get to into the environment. So let's go ahead and click on our cloud details. And we're going to say join the lab. It's going to take a minute for this to load while I watch snowballs fly. Expires in about an hour, so let's go ahead and open the tools. In fact, let me do this. We're going to use another, in fact, let's do this in a... Hopefully this works. Copy over there, paste it into here. Copy our password, paste it into here. Let's close this. Let's shove this up against the side over here. Hey, come on. And we're going to put this one into the side over here. All right, so we got this on here. We can read it. Let me go ahead and let's get big. Oh, in the face. All right, we've connected to our cloud. We've done our credentials. To use the open the lab, we've done that. Open lab. So basically, what this is saying is, hey, we need you to set up MFA. We're not going to set up MFA because this is just a lab, but you never want to skip this part. So we'll say ask later. Do you want to, yeah, just go ahead and stay signed in, whatever. All right, so it's going to say welcome to Azure, which I think this looks like a development portal. We'll go ahead and hit cancel on here. And now we're in Azure. Let's see, in the Azure portal, by default to local language, we got all of that. We're all set up. All right, so the Azure cloud. So on here we have up top, right. Oh, I need red. Right here is our Azure cloud instance, or our cloud shell. So we can click on that shell. It says Azure Cloud Shell is browser-based command line that provides developers and IT professionals a convenient way and powerful way to manage Azure resources. It integrates both Bash and PowerShell environments, allowing users to execute scripts, so forth, blah, blah, blah. Cloud Shell is built-in tools with pre-configured environments. All right, let's go ahead and click on this and open it up. So the Azure CLI, that's how to log in. We've done that. I'm going to drag this up, and we're going to go Bash. We don't need a storage account. There's already an account created for us in here. We're going to apply it. Let's see if we can we make this bigger? Yeah, we can. Good. All right. So no target, no storage. There we go. We are all set. All right. Now we check out what we got going on. All right. At this point, we are ready to execute Azure CLI commands. And in the Azure Cloud Shell, note that the following commands are to be executed in Azure Cloud Shell. So we have in here, we've got on our commands, where's my mouse? There it is. On our commands, we have AZ, which stands for Azure. Then we've got AD, which basically stands for Active Directory. Then we've got our signed in user and show. You know what? I just remembered I did not fix that PowerShell script. And every time you guys run it, look, I'm gonna show y'all something. Y'all didn't believe me, but last night, look, I'm gonna write all over the screen. Whenever y'all hit snowball, see, it takes my mouse away. There you go. I need to fix that. All right, so you don't need to authenticate to Azure login as you have already been authenticated. So all we need to do, you can confirm your credentials. So we can do, let's copy this Azure and paste it over here. Let's go ahead and see what we got on here. So this is our user. This is us logging in. You can see our username at aoc24.onmicrosoft.com. Fantastic. Who called me? Rhonda. Carl. All right, you can confirm the credentials worked if they are succeeding the output. So we got our outputs going down the Azure rabbit hole. So when Glitch got a hold of the initial account in Wareville's Azure tenant, he had no idea what was inside. So he decided to enumerate the first existing users and the groups within the tenant. So to do that, what we need to do is we need to enumerate by saying AZ-AD, so Azure AD user list. So if we come over here and do AZ-AD user list, and hit enter, now we should get a whole bunch of users to probably pop in here as this runs for a while. In fact, I'm going to scroll this up. All right, so here are all of our users within Azure AD right now. Look at this. I'm going to assume that this is every single user that's been created today. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, no. Yeah, it probably is, because look, it stops here. So I'm going to assume everybody that's done this today has already has an Azure account created. Looks like somebody's got Utani in here. All right, so the Azure AZ typically uses the following command: group, subgroup, action, optional parameters. Given this, the command above can be broken down. Target Azure AD, or service group, that's Azure AD or Entra ID. Then we got users as a user ID. Action is we want to list them all. So now, after executing the command, you may be overwhelmed with the number of accounts, which there's a ton of accounts on there, right? For a better view, let's follow McSkitty's suggestion to only look for accounts prepended with WVUSER. So that's going to be a Wareville user compared to what we've got for all of our users in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Azure AD, or we're going to do AZ AD, so Azure AD user list, and then we're going to throw a filter on there and say that what we want to see is we only want to see the users that start with WVUSER, and then we want you to display their name. So let's do that. We'll copy and paste and do that, and then we should get a new list. Hey, come on. Why am I not getting an enter? There we go. All right, so now we've got our users in here. We've only got our WV users, so we got alphaware, we have backupware, we have firmware, we have freeware, we have hardware, we have Mayor Malware, and we have McSkitty, and those are the only users that we got in here. Perfect. So you may have observed that an unusual parameter was set to a specific account in the output. One of the users, WVUSER has its password stored in its field. So let's go find the backupware. And right here, it looks like we've got backupware saved in here. So I think that's probably going to be a flag, but it's called recover secrets. For whatever reason, they put their password in the office location. Can you believe that? I have seen dumber things. So what's the password that was leaked? That's the password that's leaked. And let's go back up to here. All right, when Glitch saw this one, he immediately thought it could be the first step taken by an intruder to gain further access inside the tenant. However, he decided to continue the initial recon of the users and groups. So now let's continue by listing all of the groups. So let's do Azure AD group list. Azure AD group list. Hey, come on now. I love that when it doesn't do it. Oh, come on. There we go. And we're going to look at our group list and see what groups do we have in here. All right, Azure AD group list. Looks like we've got a group in here called Group for Recovering Wareville Secrets. It's got a display name of Secret Recovery Group. Mail enabled is not a mail enabled account. What else do we have in here? Anything awesome? Don't see anything awesome. There's our group ID. All right, nothing big in here that I see crazy. All right, you may observe that we just changed the previous command from Azure AD user list to group list. Yep. Given this output, it can be seen that the group name is Secret Recovery Group. Yep, right here, Secret Recovery Group. We go, where's it at? Secret Recovery Group. Oh, y'all are blowing me up. I can't even use my mouse. We got Secret Recovery Group. This is kind of interesting group because of the description. So let's follow the white rabbit and list the members of this group. All right, so let's do that. Let's see what users we get. Given the previous output, it looks like everything makes a little more sense now. All of the previous commands seem to point to WVUSER backupware account. So there we go. Azure AD group member list. Okay, so the only person, so there's only one user in this group, and that is the backupware account with the recovery secrets just right in your face. since we have seen a potential set of credentials, let's jump into another user by clearing Azure CLI account session and logging in with the new account. So we can do that by typing in Azure AD clear. Looks like I'm gonna have to do that. Azure account clear. And then we're gonna do Azure logon. And the user, and then we need I'm assuming we're just putting Wareville backup in here. And then now we need to put in the email. Oh, that's the oh, this is what we need to put in here. We need to put in the user principal name, not email. So we need the user principal name is what we need. And then now we're going to say password P, and where's that super secret password here? And that should log us in, hopefully. There we go, authenticated. Authenticated username, password, perfect. So now we're in. We're in! That's it, we're in! Oh, and in the face is what I just got. In the face. Boom, in the face. You said you think you broke the chat with Twitch. Now, I can guarantee you didn't break it with Twitch. All right. To replace the values actual email, we did that. Azure role assignment. Since WV user backupware account belongs to an interesting group, Glitch's first hunch is to see whether sensitive or privileged roles are assigned to this group. All right. So what are Azure role assignments? Define Azure role assignments actually allow you to create RBAC, like role-based access. So you can create groups, you get to create these, and then those roles have access. So instead of giving individual people access to a specific resource, what you do is you just give those people the role, and that specific role has access to those resources. Makes it a heck of a lot easier to deal with, especially when you have onboarding and offboarding. You can just make sure that they have a role versus going into the actual resource and adding the people directly to the resource. That's all this is. Okay, so returning the Azure enumeration, let's see if a role assignment exists. So here we go. We're going to type in our role here. Let's go ahead and paste this. So we need to replace this secret ID group with the group ID that we saw earlier. And that is right here. Nope, that's not it. That's going to be this ID right here. That's the ID of the group, so we'll add that in. Paste that. And then we should be able to hit enter. There we go. Now we get all types of stuff in here. Perfect. So now looking at these groups, we have two roles in here. Within this group, we've got a conditional, we've got delegated management in here. So the principal name is recovery group. The type, it's a group. It looks like it's got access to RG, which would be resource group, and then AOC, which is going to be the admin of cyber. So whoever made this, and then AKV, which is going to be the Azure KeyVault. So they've got access to that, and it says that that's a KeyVault reader. That's the role here, so they can read everything in there. Same thing down here, and what's the role definition down here? KeyVault secret user. All right. Since everything's blocked out, let's see what's in here. What is the group? What's the ID of the group? We should be able to put that in there already. Perfect. What is the name of the vault secret? Oh. I haven't got there yet. So you may retrieve the group ID with the command Azure AD group list. The output seems slightly overwhelming, so let's break it down. First, it can be seen that there are only 2 entries in the output, which means there are only 2 roles that have been assigned to it. Based on the role definitions in the fields, we have a KeyVault reader and we have a KeyVault secret user. Both entries have the same scope value pointing to a KeyVault resource, specifically the one that says Wareville secrets, which is right here. So we have KeyVault, we have vaults, and then we have Wareville secrets right. Oh, hey, we have Wareville. Why is my mouse going crazy? So we have our Wareville secrets. That's pretty funny. Not sure what's going on with. We have our Wareville secrets right here. I'm totally gonna have to fix that that script because it takes away my mouse and I can't point and show. All right, so here's the definition of the roles. We have KeyVault reader. A reader can read the metadata of the KeyVaults and its certificate keys and secrets. Explanation: this role allows you to read metadata, cannot read sensitive values such as secret contents or materials. KeyVault secret users read secret contents only works for the KeyVaults that use the Azure role-based access control. So if they use RBAC, then they're allowed to do this. This is a special role, and it allows you to read the contents of the secret KeyVault. Awesome. So after seeing both of these roles, McSkitty probably got excited, immediately realized everything. This configuration allowed the attacker to access the sensitive data that they were protecting. Now that she knew this, she asked the glitch to confirm her assumption. All right, so with McSkitty's guidance, the glitch is now tasked to verify the current account of backup. So, okay, what they want to do is they want to verify that the backup can access the sensitive data. Let's list the accessible key vaults. So let's do that. So let's say AzureKeyVault and then a list. And there we go. So now we see that our name is actually the KeyVault. So we see our name is actually KeyVault. It's in East US. And then we see our resource group. Perfect. The output above confirms that the KeyVault discovered from the role assignment named Wareville Secrets. Now let's see if the secrets are stored in the KeyVault. So we can do copy this and paste. Let's go ahead and hit enter on it and see what we get. And that's what we get in here. So now we've got our attributes, and then we have the name that is being hidden. AOC 2024. So let's go ahead and copy that. That's our secret that is stored in our KeyVault. What is the name of the vault secret? There it is. All right, so what are the contents of the secret stored in the KeyVault? What are the contents, huh? So let's go back up and see if we can't find what the contents are. After executing the 2 previous commands, we have confirmed that we are the reader role. And it allows us to view the KeyVault metadata, specifically the list of KeyVaults and secrets. Now, did everything die? Finally, did everybody finally get done with snowballs? Or did the snowballs die? Because we're at... Nope, snowballs are good. Okay. Everybody ran off. Everybody went away. Got it. All right, so after executing the previous commands, we confirmed that the reader role allows us to view the key metadata, specifically for the KeyVault. Now, the only thing left is to confirm whether the current user can access the contents of the discovered secret with the KeyVault secret user role. So, Johnny, what's behind door number 1? Let's go ahead and copy and paste. I think I might need to... Do I have to make this smaller so I can actually see it? Wareville secrets. Oh, there it goes. It actually came across. Okay. So what we're putting in here is we have our Azure KeyVault. We have our KeyVault. Hold on. Let me click over here real quick. We have our KeyVault, and what it's saying is, hey, you've got the KeyVault in here. Hey, where'd it go? Let me hit up. Okay. So we have our Azure KeyVault secret show. So we want to show our secrets in the KeyVault name of Wareville secrets, but we don't have the name. It's redacted. But guess what we just got? We just got the name, right? We just got the name because the name is AOC 2024. So let's knock out that redacted name. AOC 2024 and hit enter. Then we should get our, let's see, Snowball. Agent 57, can you see my chat on Twitch? This is sent from YouTube. Yeah, I see everything over on Twitch. All right, our value. So here's our value for our final. That's our KeyVault secret. We saw that. So let's go ahead and copy the value here and copy. Let's roll down, replace the name value. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw this in here and hit submit. We're going to go ahead and complete. And then let's finish the story. And guess what, guys? We're done for today. Today was a fast one. Azure's easy. I tell a lot of people, if you're going to get into Azure or you're going to do Windows stuff, you've got to learn PowerShell. You've got to learn Azure CLI. I mean, it's so much faster than clicking around in a web app to get stuff. If you know how to send stuff out through the CLI, it's golden. All right. Bingo! The glitch exclaimed as he saw the output above. McSkitty had confirmed her nightmare that a regular user could escalate their way into the secrets of Wareville. With that, the glitch had helped McSkitty to find the attack path that had been taken to escalate a user's privilege, and a lot had been learned in this process. That's right, we're all in this together, Clark. The only question that remained is who in the world had initially carried out this attack in the first place? Any guesses? Any guess? I'm gonna guess that Malware, Mayor Malware is all over this. I'm gonna guess it's Mayor Malware. Since he does have an account in here, I'm going to assume that's what happened. All right, so there was a very limited set of wars who had access to this tenant and the user visibility, and with that set of permissions, only town officials who perform governance, governance, who perform governance validation on the tenant to ensure all town secrets, where is that? All town secrets are being stored securely. The focus then turns into the motive. The only thing accessed was the access keys stored in the KeyVault, which grants access to an evidence file stored elsewhere. Interesting. So are we going to do some more Azure here? The evidence is the file, or the evidence in this file was in relation to recent cyber events this month in Wareville. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled in the following days to get to the bottom of this. Oh man, what a day. That was pretty awesome. I like doing that. I like doing the Azure stuff. I like, bringing stuff into a new environment, showing up, showing our new way of doing things in the Azure instance. I need to build out my own Azure Dev. I had Azure Dev set up before, but then it went away, and I'm not sure you can do Azure development anymore. I don't know if you can actually set up an Azure development account. If I could, then I would do a lot of Azure development, Azure AD, showing conditional accesses and things like that. That would be amazing to be able to do stuff on there. FedEx, look at the top, or actually look over here, and you can see who's winning the snowballs. Yeah, Twitch works. Agent 57. I'm not sure why you're saying it didn't work. It does work. Can only set it up if you have the Visual Studio license. Yeah, Yeah, see, that's what I thought. They took it. I had a free account and I was running with it and using it. And then I saw one day I logged into it and they were like, "Oh, this is going to go away in 90 days," and it hadn't gone away. But then I hadn't been in there in a while, and then now it's gone. So amazing. I may have to figure out how to. I wonder what the Visual Studio license, how much that is. Because I wouldn't mind getting a development portal again and then doing some content. Because that probably, I know there is content out there, but I know I've had issues trying to find specific content around creating conditional accesses or creating things like that, and it may be something fun to piddle around with, mess with, and put out for everybody. Let me go ahead and log out of this account. Sign out. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and leave that. All right, I do have a quick question for everybody. People that are here, y'all tell me. So I have an idea. And y'all tell me if this is worth doing or not worth doing. Let me flip back over. I'm gonna flip to here. So TryHackMe has, we all know they have of course we're doing Advent of Cyber right now. They have a whole bunch of rooms. They have specific, come on, load. Or not load. But why is TryHackMe not loading? Good lord, $99 a month for the professional standard license of that. Okay. I can tell you I'm not doing it. I'm not buying that for $99 a month. I'm not spending $1,200 a year just to mess around with this stuff. What is up with this? I have seen some slowness lately with TryHackMe. I mean, it makes sense because everybody's there. Let's see if I can get a new one. It's literally just spinning, spinning, spinning. All right. Well, maybe we'll talk about that later then. All right, everybody. Tonight was easy. Look, we're only 40 minutes in. Fantastic. I always like it when we actually have a quick night and able to get stuff done. Let me see. I'm going to see if we have anybody. I have not been doing this and I've gotten bad at it, but I'm going to see if we have anybody over in the Twitch platform that we can raid on the Twitch side. You can't really raid over on the YouTube side. Oh, good lord, $4.99 a month? I don't know. I may have the ability to get the other one. All right, so let's go Twitch. Let's see if we got anybody that's doing anything over here tonight. I pull up Twitch and all I see is DJs. Like, here you go. I pull up Twitch and all I got is DJs all over the place. And of course I got myself down here because I'm on. John Hammond. Oh no, that was earlier. All right, so who do we got over here? Nobody. Bass is offline. He's not going. These are all DJs. Cyber Steffi working and studying. All right, well, you know what? I'll copy just so we can raid somebody because I don't have any raids. Or have not raided in a while, so let's raid Cyber Steffi. This channel is intended for mature audiences. Fantastic. All right, Twitch, you're about to get chunked over. Twitch has caught back up at 131 to 134, but Twitch, we are going to say goodbye to you, and we're going to send you over to see Cyber Steffi as we raid out over on Twitch, and then we are going to shut it down over on the YouTube side, and then we will be back tomorrow morning for the daily cyber threat brief, and then back tomorrow for day 17 of the Advent of Cyber. Hope everybody has a great night, and I'll see you soon. See you later, Twitch. And Twitch is out. All right, YouTube. Go for it. Just destroy Twitch. You're down by 3. All you need is 4 snowballs and you'll win. Haha. Oh, look. See, when I go off of Twitch, YouTube gets to see this. When I go off of Twitch, all my lights turn on to let me know, hey, it's turned off. You are dead on Twitch now. 136. Yeah. 137. And then 138. Let's get it. And YouTube will win. All right, everybody. Y'all have a great night. I will see you in the morning. And then possibly I'll see you all back here tomorrow night. Till then, everybody, continue to have fun. Y'all can throw snowballs until it goes away. But until then, everybody, stay secure.